Hi, ignore the fact that I am in fact in my gym clothes. Did just get back, but this is being recorded between that and going to university. So, this is going to be a bit of a quick one again, semi-vlog, but this is more of a lovely little event review because I went to Supercars this weekend and it was amazing, incredible, fabulous time. But it's my first proper Supercars event I've been to. Like, I've seen them because they are the support race for the Australian Grand Prix, but this is my proper dedicated Supercars event I've been to. And I loved it. Oh, did I love it. We went to the Saturday of Sydney Supernight weekend, which was sick. It was a night race, which is, those are like some of my favourite races. Just the vibes, it's the energy for me. Take over past Amy briefly. I'm taking you guys IRL again. Off to the races. And by races I mean the car races, obviously, because horse racing, not my jam. We're going to the Supercars today. It is Sydney Super Night Saturday. Over Red Bull, as per usual. I can rub up on the spot too because they are in fact still winning here. I'm going with my mum, so that should be fun. Just packed all our food for the day and we are about to leave. It's like 10:30 in the morning. So it's not even an early start, which I like. I'm just going to the races at like 6:30, 7 a.m. But today nothing really starts till 12. The gates don't even open till 11, so I'm excited. Okay, yeah, and then it was a bit of a drive to the track. It's about an hour away from my house, maybe just over, something like that. There's a bit of traffic, whatever, we work with it. Getting there, parking. We got there like half an hour after the gates opened, I believe. Maybe, no, probably an hour after the gates opened. Parking was a nightmare. I think we were like one of the last people who were actually able to park on the actual, like, at the venue, like the free parking they had there, which was good. We were able to do that. It was fine getting in. Leaving was a whole situation, but I'll talk about that at the end of the day. Yes, we got there, and as we were walking, the first practice for Supercars started, so
Carries quite a lot today.
Yeah. Immediately, the sounds of those engines. Chef's kiss to the lovely V8 engines. Yeah, I'm just only going for one day, and because I was going with my mom, we were able to get the on-reserve grandstand seats.
Is for players in category to the national area. Thank you.
I do also like the vibes of just being able to like sit with like a picnic blanket on the ground and watch the cars. But yes, we sat in the grandstands along the pit straight as well, which is really cool. And again, I'll get into that more later as we get to the race. But it's also my first time being able to actually sit across from the pits, and that was a really cool experience as well. So yes, after the first Supercars practice, I decided I was going to be a little bit nosy and go to the paddock, because at the Supercars and for all the support series is that they have that you're allowed into the paddock with any old ticket you want. And I know a few people who work there, so I was like, I'll just pop over to the garage, I'll see what they're doing. Yeah. Didn't get to see them, but that was okay. He was in fact very busy because the Supercars had 4 sessions that day with less than 90 minutes between each, so it was a bit intense. Anyway, I saw his garage, then I went and I checked out the Red Bull Racing garage because, you know, I'm a Red Bull girly. And as I was leaving that area, the SF500 little cars were getting ready for their race, so I went over, snapped a few photos of them. Very cool. They are I think they were the only single-seater cars that we had that weekend, which was cool. And then on my way back, the race that had been going on as I was checking out the pits was like coming in, so I was able to film them. Toyota Super Kazoo category. I think I know one of the guys who drives in that as well. So yes, that was quite cool. I do love being able to go to the paddock, like that's something you can't do at a Formula 1 weekend. That's something you can't do at Formula 1, so that is really cool, and you actually be able to like get into the action, get up and close, and I love doing that. Before the SF500 race, I also went on top of the pit building, which I thought was like a VIP section, but I went up there and it was very cool. You could like look down as they do the pit stops. I did want to go and watch second practice from there for the supercars, but unless you get like on the front row, there's like no point in standing up there because you can't really see you, and yeah, it was very crowded. Anyway, I watched the SF500 start from there, which was cool. It was cool. And then I headed back to my seats to join my mum because she had just been chilling, reserving our seats for us. So, thanks mum. So yeah, we sat along that main street and we made sure we had our seats from the beginning, not too far to the front, not too far to the back, not too far to either side, so we could still see turn one, we could still see the starting line, we could still see the big screen, and we weren't being blocked by sitting too far up, and we weren't being blocked by the catch fence by sitting too close to the front. We had our seats sorted, okay? Now I'm going to talk about a few of the support series that they had that day. Obviously I've mentioned the two, but my favourites were the Super Utes. I've never seen Utes race. Good, we like the Super Utes here. They also had the Porsches, which was cool. They did have Porsche, but they also had the GT Challenge Series Australia racing, and that had the OnlyFans car. Yeah. But the Super Utes, more importantly, I love it. Didn't know what was going on. I loved it. We did obviously walk around during some of those races. We did abandon our seats, but it was pretty much empty when we did, and we left our little drink bottles there. Nobody took the seats, so we were sweet. We went and walked around, checked out a few of the stalls. It was mostly merch. There were obviously the army guys that had the racing sims, but you had to pay to use the racing sims, so we didn't do that. We did, however, go to the Red Bull match, and I bought something. I've been needing a new drink bottle for ages, and I saw this and I was like, you're coming home with me, so it did. I was so happy about that. Got some photos in front of a Red Bull supercar there. I loved it. And then, because my mom is a mega Lego fan, there was like a little kid stall and they were giving out Lego, and we got back to the grandstands with our free Lego, and my mom was making it in the grandstand. I made mine when I got home. It's very cute. I love it. Anyway, that was fun. So, free stuff. The team's also giving out free posters, so I do have more posters to add to my room. So, we're free, and we love that. Now, in terms of food, there were several options, but here's the but. Obviously, the Supercars race started at 7. Yeah, so we had qualifying at 5 and the race at 7. Obviously people were going to be in the seats at 5 and at 7, and that's generally the time when people also would be wanting to have dinner. So yes, we watched qualifying. That was not so great for the Red Bull guys. We don't talk about it, but there's nothing like a V8 supercar on the limits. Nothing like any car on the limits, but literally nothing. Just the engine, man. I'm going to try not to talk over the footage in this video because the engines. Anyway, back to the food situation. I left my seat at about 6 to go get my dinner. Left my mom there to again mind the seats. Got in line. It took me 45 minutes to get my food, and it was very sad looking. And a very sad chicken burger and chips. So, and overpriced. We brought our food for lunch because we knew it would be overpriced, but for dinner I was like, I'll buy food there. Never again. Or if I do, I will go somewhere else or go at a different time. Because for that price and for how long it took, still mad. Almost missed the start, but I didn't. I was able, again, this is where I get super excited because I was right across from the pits. I could see the pit crews running to the cars at the start line. I could see everybody getting ready, get the cars driving to the start line, everybody prepping the cars, and that was cool. That was very cool for me. So yeah, because I'd never been able to see that before in person. What else? The grid was packed with people. I want to find out how I can be on that grid because I'm convinced I'm all of them are VIPs. Okay, I don't know what you're paying to be on that grid, but I want to be there next time. Okay, I've got to use my connections to get there. The race was very good. Honestly, it is very difficult to tell what is happening as you're watching it live, so I did come back and watch the highlights just to see. Again, seeing the pit stops was probably my favorite part, which is weird. But again, yeah, my friend's he works one of the teams, so I saw him do his little pit stop, so that was cool because he's an engineer. The vibes were incredible. SVG working his way up to the field, the vibes from the Red Bull fans, because there was a lot of us. Good vibes. Lots of people yelling. I didn't know what was going on, but I yelled too for every overtake. Just for the energy. Because it's a night race, they had random jets of fire going over at random points. They were playing music. It was just such a good, I don't want to say vibing, but it was a good vibe. Energy was immaculate. And obviously at the finish, neither of the Red Bull guys did well, but that didn't really matter. They had fireworks as we were walking back to the car, so good energies. Yeah. Speaking of getting back to the car, the actual walk back wasn't bad. It wasn't too crowded because a lot of people left mid-race for whatever reason. A lot of them had kids. It was a late race, so I do get it. But yeah, what was painful was sitting in your car waiting to leave the car park. That was painful. It took half an hour to get out of the car park and then an hour to drive home again. And then I got back just in time to watch F1, so I was happy. Anyway, it was a fun weekend. I just love seeing racing in person, and I might just literally stop going to random races because it is so much fun. I love it every time I go. I'm I want to be back here. ASAP Rocky. Yeah. Anyway, 10 out of 10. Had a great day. Hope you enjoyed the sounds of those engines. And sorry for me speaking really quickly trying to get this all out because I do have class in 20 minutes. So, anyway, thank you so much for watching. Let me know if you're going to start watching Supercars. I have talked about it quite a bit on this channel because it is one of my favorites. Absolute favorites. And I know SVG and Brady Kostecki are going to be racing in NASCAR in October, so I will be trying to catch that race live. I might do like a proper live reaction to it because you guys seem to love those. Leave a like if you liked it and press the red button to subscribe for more motorsport related content, and I will see you all on the next one. Laters!